Thank you. It is an educational and informational project that seeks to transform the way that we access and create knowledge on the web. It highlights the interdisciplinary sort of non-linear nature of Indian culture. So, for instance, the way we read texts or even articles on Wikipedia or something is kind of linear, and the way we want to approach it is that there are so many connections that you can explore simultaneously that we want to make that experience accessible to everyone. Sahapedia records traditional practices, so we think the act of documenting practices is valuable in itself in terms of having a resource, a reference resource, but it also encourages people to engage with these documented practices creatively to express and empower themselves. The next. Some of the people who are advising us on this and have really inspired the project include Mr. Ramadurai, the Vice President of TCS, Mr. Sam Petruda. Our Executive Director is Dr. Sudha Gopalakrishnan. She herself has worked as an expert with UNESCO on their heritage projects, and a number of culture panelists. We'll skip this for now so we can keep to the time maybe. Thank you. So why Sahapedia? One, we feel that Indian civilization is among the oldest in the world. We have a long tradition of knowledge to draw upon. And we feel that now there are more and more resources to actually engage with them and see how relevant and valid they are in contemporary experience. Also, India's cultural and knowledge heritage spans several millennia and includes diverse traditions. So from the Vedas and the Upanishads to Unani medicine to Buddhist architecture, all sorts of performing arts, all of these we feel really sort of need a forum where they can be explored by people with varying expertise and I guess information levels. Next one, please. If you could press that again and again.
1 second.
Yeah. Why don't you finish it? So broadly, the 12 domains of knowledge that we'll be looking at will be built heritage, literature and languages, knowledge systems, cultural practices, culinary traditions, museums and institutions, performing arts, arts and crafts, natural heritage, Indian film, which is a big draw for all of us, right? History and festive events. Next one, please. We also look to generate content in 3 different ways. One is crowdsourced content generated by users in the form of text, media, what have you. Commissioned content by scholars, experts, and practitioners, as well as content curated by the editorial team at Sahapedia. And finally, we have a number of partnerships already in place with Archaeological Survey of India, Indian Institute of Advanced Study, and many that are not listed here. So we're using the material they already have to put it online so that more and more people have access to this. As a researcher myself, I know that it's very hard to go into an archive. If you're even just an amateur, if you have an amateur interest in something, it's kind of hard to access an archive. So just to put that online so that that is accessible to everyone, that's one of our projects as well. So the Sahapedia experience is basically, the platform will encourage users to explore their interests through multiple formats: articles, interviews, images, audio, video, interactive maps, so you can make your own map of how you think maybe a certain monument ought to be seen, in what order, that kind of thing. Learning modules, we've associated with CBSE to develop educational modules on heritage which can be used online as well as offline, so that access is increased throughout sort of urban, rural India, as well as perhaps abroad, so that if you wanted to learn a particular thing but did not have physical access to the people who teach it, you still have those resources. Virtual exhibitions, podcasts, genealogical trees, and we're really hoping that if the video works, then we can show you an example of that. Finally, users will include, of course, everyone who's interested, but in particular, we think that it'll be useful for students, scholars, teachers, practitioners, members of Indian diaspora, travelers, and enthusiasts. The particular uses are to create ties and collaborate across boundaries to basically generate communities that have similar interests and really generate discussion between them. Discover and explore Indian culture your way, because we feel that everyone has their own learning patterns. We may not all follow the same thing, so that you can personalize your workspace on Sahapedia and learn about things the way that you best process them. Finally, share thoughts easily, quickly, and selectively with as wide or as narrow a community that you would like to do it with. We would like to solicit your support with Sahapedia. We hope that your interest sort of is generated and will continue with this project. Two key areas that we really need help with would be sourcing knowledge content. We've started it, but any kind of content that you have and think will sort of gel well with Sahapedia, we would love to sort of hear from you and integrate that as well. Also, the development of technology platform is something that we're looking to now engage with. So two key ways that you can contribute in these areas would be either through funds and donations, in which case please do approach either of us while you're here, and partnerships or long-term associations in developing technology and content. So if you have any suggestions or ways that you think your associations might help us, please do let us know. Thank you.